Hello friends and welcome to this theoretical session. Now in this part I am going to discuss about blockchain, Bitcoin, smart contract and many more things. So first of all I am going to clear the thing that this blockchain is not a Bitcoin. It is a cryptocurrency which was proposed by Satoshi Nakamoto, which makes e-payment without any trusted intermediate, and whereas blockchain technology was used as a backend of Bitcoin for maintaining distributed transaction ledger in a peer-to-peer computing. So uh, this Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. So what is cryptocurrency? This cryptocurrency is a currency which you can't see, you can't feel it. It's a virtual currency, and the main motive behind this currency is to decentralized. Okay, this type of currency is not handled by any centralized body, any government or any group of people, whereas the traditional currency, a centralized currency like Indian rupee, US dollar, bond, etc. These are handled and monitored by a central body like Reserve Bank of India or any other. So this can be monitored. All they can monitor all the transactions, where this cryptocurrency cannot be monitored by any government or any group of peoples. So that's why this cryptocurrency is very popular in darknet, where you can send money to a receiver without letting others know. Okay, these are some of the popular cryptocurrencies like Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Zcash, Dash, Ripple, Monero. So what is blockchain? Blockchain is basically an idea. It's a concept to keep the data in the form of encrypted blocks where each block knows the address of its parent block. You can say a previous hash address, and the blocks are distributed over the network. So that's why this blockchain is used in cryptocurrency system. It is the spine of the whole entire cryptocurrency system. Then it ensures the security and the anonymity of the users. It is open and distributed ledgers that record transactions between two parties in a verifiable and the permanent way. Once the changes are made, it cannot be altered. It is shared among everyone in the network, and which brings transparency and trust into the system. So as you can see on my screen, this is how a blockchain works. Suppose if A want to send money to B, the transaction will be represented as a block online. Then this block is broadcast to every party in the network, and when network approves the transaction, and if the transaction is valid, then this block going to be added to the chain, which provides an indelible and a transparent record of transactions, and in this way the money moves from A to B. Okay, so why we use this blockchain other than this current banking system? Because in current banking system the cost is high, there's a problem of double spending, there's frauds, account hacking is there will be a financial crisis and crashes. Whereas this blockchain solves all these issues because it is a decentralized system, it is a public ledger. For verification of every individual transaction, there is an algo, proof of work, and proof of stack. Whereas the transaction fees of blockchain is very low, you can say are negligible, and it is typically managed by peer-to-peer network. That's why it increases the security, because once the data is recorded in a block, it cannot be altered. Transaction once stored in the blockchain are permanent, and it cannot be hacked or manipulated. These are the use cases of blockchain, or as a blockchain use cases like digital currency, record keeping, security, smart contracts. Digital currency is for e-commerce, for global payment, for remittance, for P2P lendings, for microfinance, for record keeping feature in healthcare, title records, ownership, voting, intellectual properties, or securities reason. It can be used in equity markets, private markets, debt, crowdfunding, derivatives. It can be used as a smart contract. Then these are some of the features of blockchain, like SHA-256 hash function, which it is a one-way cryptography function. It means it cannot be decrypted back to the original text. It have a public key cryptography, which means there will be two keys. One is public key and other one is private key. Suppose this you want to send a money to B if you are A and want to send a money to B, then you will log in with a private key and send to the money to the public key address of the B. Okay, so this makes a system more secure. Okay, because if there will be only one key, it may be hackable. And other feature is that it is distributed ledger and the P2P network. Distributed ledger technology is a digital system in which our transactions and their details are recorded in multiple places at the time. Unlike traditional database, these distributed ledgers have no central data store or any administration functionally. Let me give an example. Suppose long time ago there will only be a clock tower, so everyone depending on that clock tower to watch the time, and if you do some manipulation on that clock tower, then this time will be changed for everyone. Okay, and suppose now everyone have watch, wrist watch you can say. It act as a blockchain system, because if you want to change the time, you have to change the time of approx more than 50% of the wristwatch time. Okay, which is impossible to hack. So that's why this distributed ledger means adds a security to your blockchain. That's why blockchain is more secure than a traditional system. Okay, then it is a peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer network is the one in which two or more PC shares files and access to devices like printers without require a separate server computers. Okay. Now the algo which this blockchain system use a proof of work. It is a consensus algo. It is a process in a computer science which is used to achieve agreement on single data value among all the distributed systems. These are used to achieve reliability in a network. Okay, this is actually original consensus algo in blockchain network. Suppose, as you can see on my screen, this is a puzzle. Y is equal to function x is equal to what? So it can be x1, x2, x3. They will going to send the solution, okay, to the network server, and this network server going to check the solution, and anyone who will give the answer correct, then it will going to have a reward point. Suppose here x2 is correct, so this person in middle will get the rewards other than this two person. Similarly, when you do transaction blockchain system transferring from one place to another, these networks who validate the transaction will going to solve the algo, and if the transaction is valid by these miners, then your transaction is added to the blockchain system. Okay, and here these miners will get the benefit of the rewards. They will get small percentage of value of the transaction. Okay, so that's why it is more secure. Okay, then I'm going to discuss some more basic points of blockchain, like what are blocks, what are genesis block. In blockchain there are number of blocks connected to each other, just like a linked list in many programming languages like C, Java. And this transaction data is permanently recorded in the files called blocks. Every block contains the hash of previous block, the timestamp, and the data. Okay, each network has its own block time, And for instance, the Bitcoin network block time is around 10 minutes, while the Ethereum network time block time is about 20 seconds. Means after each and every block time, it will going to generate the next block in the system. Okay, then there is a Genesis block. It is the first block in the chain. Then now I'm going to discuss double spending. This double spending, as you can see, means spending the same money twice. Okay, this is called double spending. Now I'm going to discuss uh, two types of blockchain. One is public blockchain and the other one is private blockchain. As you can see on my screen, there are four categories through which you can differentiate between both the blockchains. Like access level, the public blockchain can be accessible by anyone, and this private blockchain is only accessible by a single organization. Participation is permissionless. You can participate to any blockchain. It is anonymous. Whereas this private blockchain, this you will need a permission to join that network, and all the identities are known. And for security here, there is consistent mechanism, proof of work, or you can say a proof of stack, told you before. And here in private blockchain, there will be pre-approved participants, and there will be voting or multi-party consensus. It is slow, public blockchain, and with this is private blockchain. It is lighter blockchain. That's why it do a transaction very fast, having fast transaction speed, better than public blockchain. Bitcoin is a public blockchain. Now I'm going to discuss a smart contract. A smart contract is a digital agreement which are stored on blockchain that is unalterable once signed. It defines certain logic operations that have to fulfill in order to perform tasks such as deposit money or data. Let me give you an example. Suppose a sender wants to send a good to the receiver using a third party, but want to pay that money for delivery only after the delivery is successful. Okay, then this smart contract could allow us that the sender pays the shipment money on the day of loading of the goods. The smart contract will going to hold the payment till the time when the delivery team delivers their good to the destination. And once the sender confirms from the recipients of the good that they have received the delivery, then the smart contract will pay to the delivery team. Okay, so this is how the smart contract works. This is one of the use cases of blockchain. Okay, so I hope you understand that about blockchain. In my next part of series, I'm going to discuss about Azure Blockchain Workbench. So for till now, keep learning and keep exploring.